So I just finished watching a few different shows that were on my roster, as well as a couple movies that I was really looking forward to this summer. Stuff like Supergirl, um, some other films. He-Man, Masters of the Universe, uh, and things like that. Also, love that show, by the way. Definitely recommend it. And there's just this issue here for me. There's a big issue here for me because when I watched all of these things, I tried my best to come into it with a blank slate. No opinions, no expectations, just came to see whatever it was that they were willing to share and then take that in for whatever it was, right? But the truth is, I have not been satisfied deeply by a film in quite a while. He-Man was close, but there were some things even about that film that I really just didn't like very much, right? And it's making me wonder how long is it going to be like this, where we go to the movies or we sit down in our living room, little bowl of popcorn, you know, just rent to the show, or we're streaming something from one of our streaming platforms, and we're just sitting. We want to indulge in this thing. We want to escape. How long is it going to be before we can actually do that and enjoy it? How long? How long? Because as it stands right now, it's been years since the last time I've sat down and enjoyed a movie or a show without any nonsense being fed into it. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. And it's because, at least from my perspective, with the majority of what you watch, there's some sort of agenda attached to what you're watching that has nothing to do with the show, that completely goes against the intended audience for the show. For example, most of Disney's Marvel movies, right? These movies are supposed to be aimed at men. Men and boys. That's it. That's the target audience. That doesn't mean certain people can't watch it. Anybody can watch it, right? But it's supposed to be aimed at men. And men are just so easy to please. We don't have a long laundry list of things that have to be checked off for us to enjoy a film, Very short list of things, but they're pretty obvious things. And if you know what I'm talking about, put that list in the comments. I'm not going to say it on here. All right? But we're easy to please, right? But we're also easy to get pissed off because the things that you put in movies that just don't belong there at all, it ruins the immersion. It ruins the escapism. And it makes you feel like you just wasted your money. And thing about people, man, you're only going to get them to waste their money so many times before they just quit and stop doing it. Everybody's starting to pirate things now because they want to check it out, but they don't really want to commit their money to it. That's become an issue, right? It's probably making the price go up of streaming platforms and everything alike because of piracy, but people are pirating because they don't want to spend their money on crap, right? But that's just an opinion that I have. It's kind of running through my head, and I've been wondering for a while now, how long is it gonna be until we can finally get something for us, and only for us as an audience, just be given something. I didn't see the Barbie movie, but I've been told about it, right? The amount of people that went to see that movie, women especially, and absolutely adored the film, it's because they understood something very, very important. They understood their key audience. The Barbie movie was not a movie made for men. It was a movie made for women. That doesn't mean men couldn't see it and enjoy it for what it was, but it was made for women. And because they designed that film to be for women and kept that the focus of the film, it was highly successful. So they're able to do this when it comes to a film like that, but it seems like Hollywood is unable to make a film that's just for men and make it appealing to that audience for like men and boys. And I would love to see a comic book movie, man. I really would. I'd love to see a comic book movie that really just encapsulates that thing that we're going there for. But if you agree with me, let me know in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'm a huge comic book fan myself. I always have been. And I've just noticed how the stories have changed over the years, especially when it comes to the MCU. A lot of things are totally different, and I have a bunch of questions as to why. And I'll probably post some of these questions in different videos and just have like little simple conversations about it. But anyways, that's my take. Let me know yours in the comments. Thanks for watching.